Hey pillars, and welcome back to another race recap. We're taking a look at the Giro dell'Emilia 2024 race highlights starting in Vignola, probably butchered that, to Bologna to St. Lucia, and it's 215 kilometers long with 3,400 meters of climbing. Now, if you want to skip to the race highlights, there will be a timestamp on screen, so feel free to go and watch the race highlights. But if you want to see the course profile, let's look at it right now. We have a lot of climbing, like I said. This is a typical one-day race that you would see in Italy, and it's really going to spark off at the end with around 40 kilometers left to go. They're going to be doing laps around St. Lucia, doing a 2.1 kilometer climb with 9.4% average gradient. It was the same climb that they used, I'm pretty sure, in the time trial in one of the Giro d'Italias recently. You're going to see a lot of the strong hitters at the end of the race try to control it on the last climb. That's pretty common sense. And taking a look at the start list, who do we have that are the heavy hitters? I will say them quickly. We have Primož Roglic, Tadej Pogacar. We have Remco Evenepoel. So in terms of the big three hitters here for a punchy, classic Italian race, I'm pretty sure Primož Roglic has won this race multiple times, so he's obviously going to be a marked rider. But in terms of the best rider coming off of great form, it's Tadej Pogacar. Tadej. I keep getting butchered and roasted in the comments for how I pronounce it, but I'll say Tadej Pogacar. So basically Tadej or Pog, he's riding. It's going to be a good race in terms of who's going to have the legs to blow it up on those last laps in terms of the circuit around that climb. It's going to be super interesting to see how the race unfolds. But my prediction would be Rainbow Bands. Can he make it a first win in the rainbow jersey? We're going to have to see. And let's look at how the race unfolded right now. So I'm not going to bore you with any of the stuff before 38.4 kilometers on the St. Lucia climb. Like I said, 2.1 kilometers long, 9.4% average gradient. We have a Remco Evenepoel, current Olympic champion, in the gold on the front, really trying to set the tone because this is where the attacks start to fly. And we have Tadej Pogacar in the rainbow bands. That's just marking him. And then we have Jorgensen for Visma Lisa Bike. In yellow, we have Primož Roglic throwing his gilet to a fan. She's going to pick it up, say thank you very much for the free gift. And we have Remco that's now just doing a soft pace after the attack. And then we have an Astana rider in blue. He's going to attack. And we have Tadej Pogacar that's going to close down the gap and just jump on his wheel. And I don't think all the other riders think it's a threat because it's not Tadej attacking. So they're just going to let a gap. And that's Remco's fault. And I would say that it's also Jorgensen did a good job to close that. Well, we're just going to watch Tadej Pogacar. He's going to ride off the front, and people didn't see this as an important attack because he was just so sneaky, and the race footage wasn't the best in terms of it getting cut off, but he was able just to use that standard rider to kind of slingshot him. Jorgensen can't close the gap, and we're just going to see Tadej Pogacar do what Tadej Pogacar does best, and that's just set an infernous pace at threshold on the climb, and just slowly, tick by tick, he's going to get a gap from Jorgensen in yellow. And now for 37.5 kilometers, he's going to do the exact same thing he did in the World Championships that just passed. And he's just going to ride a solo TT to the line. I do apologize for the race footage. There was a lot of legs for some reason during this race, but that's to be expected in an Italian classic. And because it was low fog, they can't run the helicopters. So it is what it is. We got race footage when we got race footage. But Tadej Pogacar, he's looking back, seeing no one is coming after him, and he's just going to have to keep a steady pace. He knows how to do this. This is one of the things that I always say when watching Tadej Pogacar is that he knows how to ride a solo race. You just have to keep a consistent pace. Now with 23.5 kilometers to go, we're just going to watch the rest of the peloton basically try to catch Tadej Pogacar, but they're not going to be able. Like I said, 36 seconds, 40 seconds is when Tadej is able to just sustain his pace. And unless people are really going to try to claw them back and mess up their chances to get on the podium, no one wants to do that work and potentially blow up. So I just want these highlights really just to showcase the rainbow jersey because it's just so fitting on Tadej that he finally gets to wear it at the point of his career. Now, a lot of speculations are going around saying, is he the GOAT of cycling? I don't want to jump the gun, but I think Merckx is... he's got some competition now. If Tadej just starts winning all the races that he wasn't able to win previously, that discussion for who is the GOAT of cycling is very much going to come into play. Now we had a Bora rider, and I thought it was Primož Roglic originally, but it's actually Lupowitz that actually got a time gap from the peloton when they're going up the Lucia climb, and he was basically just trying to chase down Tadej Pogacar for the next 4 laps, basically what it was, and Tadej Pogacar was just basically keeping that sustained effort, not taking too much risk on the descent. Granted, it is wet and foggy, so he didn't want to obviously crash and mess up his chances for Lombardia. That's coming up, I'm pretty sure, next week or in 2 weeks. So just seeing Tadej in the rainbow bands is, I would say that's the whole point of this video, is just to enjoy the world champion, enjoy that Tadej Pogacar is doing Tadej Pogacar things. The Pog show is officially here for 2024 and the rest of the season. Winning the first race after winning the world champs, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been done in over 20 years, so in the same season. So you love to see it, and we're just going to watch him lap by lap, just sustain that 40-second lead, 45-second lead. You have the peloton. No one wants to go on the front and just do all the work. Firiness in terms of racing, he didn't do anything. I didn't see him try to close any gaps, didn't do anything. So maybe are they saving their legs for Lombardia? I would assume so. I would assume that's why Remco dropped out. I would assume that's why Primoz is just keeping it chill, and Tadej Pogacar is going to take that easy win. We have a Lupowitz right now, a minute 13 to Tadej Pogacar with 20 kilometers left to go. You know nothing's going to happen. Tadej Pogacar is not losing this. If he didn't lose it during the World Champs, a race like this, we already know who's going to win with a 20K TT. So a lot of people don't like the style of racing, and I'm going to keep yapping, but a lot of people don't like the style of racing of just solo victory, and it's not that entertaining. But the fact that Primoz wishes, the fact that Tadej can just do this and just put on a show, a spectacle at the highest level of pro cycling is just always entertaining to see. And now the fact that he has rainbow bands, that's just like icing on the cake, if I must admit. So with 16 kilometers left to go, Tadej Pogacar is just going to basically keep that solo TT going. And we're going to see him cross the line. Lupowitz, he's trying to go for that second place. Can he sustain the effort? Is he Tadej Pogacar? I don't think so. There's only one Tadej, and Tadej has the rainbow bands. He is not in a Bora Hansgrohe jersey. So this is 13 kilometers left to go. We have the peloton right behind. They're trying to basically just race at that point for podium position and try to catch Lupowitz. We have Tadej on the front right now. Like I said, not taking any crazy risks on the descents. He has a minute 43, or a minute 47. So he's just going to be able to take it in nice and easy to the finish line, going up the climb. And I think it's just the fact that he can sustain such a consistent effort. And then he's obviously very good at just maintaining that effort when it's not climbing. So he makes up a lot of room for the peloton chasing on those climbs. And then from the climb, as long as he sustains a consistent effort, he can keep that gap pretty high. And like I said, the pace for it to go from 40 seconds to a minute 40, that means the whole peloton's like, yeah, you know what? I'm saving my legs. I don't really care about trying to catch him. I want to save my race for the next big race, which is Lombardia. And we're going to see Tadej Pogacar, rainbow bands, 2024 world champ road, and he's going to take it in for first place. No one's going to catch him. And basically for the last lap, they're going to race for second and third place. So on the last lap, we have Tadej. He's going down the descents. Like I said, not taking any risks. I wouldn't say this was the most interesting race to watch in terms of tactics. I think it was just really just showing the GOAT status or the GOAT debate that Tadej Pogacar is making for himself in the pro scene. Going up the climb the last time in the rainbow bands, we have the crowd cheering him on, and he's just going to take it 2 minutes on Lipowitz. That is insane. The fact that he's able to sustain a 40-kilometer solo break attack. Bananas. That's bananas. And we have the rest of the peloton catching Lupowitz on the final climb, and Lupowitz is going to be devastated that he was not able to sustain that second place. And now there's going to be a race for second and third. Tadej Pogacar coming over the line, super happy, super impressed with himself, saying, damn, I already took a win in the rainbow bands. What can I not do for the rest of the season? And we have Tom Pidcock for Ineos racing for second place. We have Pangazoli, I probably butchered that as well, coming in for third. And then Mike Woods in the Canadian National Challengers again, fourth place. And that is how the Giro dell'Emilia gets won for 2024. The Tadej Pogacar show. I keep butchering it, so you guys got to comment how I say it phonetically. But Pog has won. And then going into Lombardia, we have, I would say my bet after watching this race is Tadej Pogacar is going to win. He's won it for the past 3 years, which is insane. And unless we have a secret attack with Primoz and Remco, I don't think anyone other than the Rainbow Bands are going to win. So if you guys did enjoy this quick race recap, then smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment how bad from 1 to 10 I butchered the names. Stick with me. I have more content coming on for the Gravel World Championships tomorrow, along with the fact that Lombardy is coming up soon. So then we can end the season. So if you guys did enjoy it, let me know. And until the next one, keep on pedaling.